Welcome to this demonstration of Forensic Filer Online. When you initially log on to Forensic Filer, you are presented with a listing of your most recently updated cases first. You can click on a case to open it, or you can search by any portion of the decedent name or case number to easily find the case you wish to update. When you have found the case you wish to open, you may click anywhere in the row for that case to open it. The case will open to the Demographics tab, where you can begin entering or updating data. You can use the Tab key to navigate between fields, allowing for mouse-free data entry on most screens. There are convenient drop-downs for many fields to help with consistent, accurate data entry to help avoid common typos and misspellings. Clicking on the Next of Kin tab, we see that there are sub-tabs for the father, mother, and informant data. One important feature to notice is that when you change to another tab in Forensic Filer, your data is saved back to the server automatically. This feature minimizes re-entry of data in the event your internet is dropped while you are entering a case. The Dates Times tab allows entry of incident and notification date and time, along with the date and time of death, including qualifiers indicating if the date is actual, approximate, or based on date found. On the Cause Manner tab, you can enter the causes and manner of death, along with other relevant data such as conditions, the presence of drugs or alcohol, and the persons pronouncing and certifying death. Another unique feature of Forensic Filer is that it contains a large list of medical conditions built in to help with data entry. When you begin to type a medical condition, Forensic Filer will search that list and display matching results. You may choose one of the results in the list, or you can type your own value. Forensic Filer aims to assist with data entry, but will also allow you to enter any response you wish. You will also notice for many fields there are plus buttons next to the field that will allow you to add new items to a list without leaving the case screen. For example, you can add a new pronouncing physician by clicking the plus button next to it. In this pop-up dialog, you would enter the first, last, and display name of the new pronouncing physician. You can enter the other details at this time if you wish, or you may save the new entry and enter them later on the utility screen, which will automatically update the case. When you return, the new value is automatically selected. On the Scene tab, you can enter the information relating to the place of death. The Exam tab can be used to record details about the condition and state of the decedent at the scene. The Autopsy tab can be used to record whether or not an autopsy was performed, the agency performing the autopsy, and other summary information about the autopsy results, including wound locations. The Medical History tab can be used to record the primary care physicians for the decedent and other diseases and conditions that they had. The diseases and conditions fields draw from the same helper lists as the fields on the Cause Manner tab. The Medications tab will allow tracking one or more medications or drugs found at the scene. The list of drugs already added to this case appear at the bottom, and clicking an item will display the data for it on the top. To add a drug to this case, click the New button and enter the appropriate data. Similar to medical conditions, Forensic Filer also contains a drug dictionary that is used to assist with data entry on this screen. When you have entered the data you wish for this drug, you may click the Save button to save it to the case, and the new item will appear in the list. If the death is related to an injury, you can record the location and circumstances of the incident on the Injury tab. Forensic Filer also has fields to record violent death-related details for this case. The MVA tab is used to record the location of a motor vehicle accident-related death, the restraints available, and the position in the vehicle of the decedent. On the MVA Conditions sub-tab, you can record the weather and road conditions at the scene of the accident. On the Vehicles tab, you can record each vehicle involved in the MVA. And on the Other Occupants tab, you can record additional occupants of each vehicle if desired. On the Narrative tab, you can enter the complete details and narrative for the case. Another feature unique to Forensic Filer is a built-in spell checker which includes a medical dictionary. Here, I will purposely misspell 2 words and run the spell checker. The spell checker will highlight the misspelled words in context and provide suggested replacements at the bottom. Simply click the correct spelling for each word and then click the Update Text button to save the changes. The Weapons tab works the same way as the Medications tab. Click the New button to add a weapon to the case and enter the pertinent details. When you are finished, you can either click the Save button at the bottom to save the weapon, or click on another tab which will automatically save the weapon as well, as demonstrated here. The Agencies tab and the Witnesses tab work the same way, allowing multiple items to be entered if desired. The Disposition tab is where we will record the funeral home, final disposition location, morgue, and release authorization information. As with any other field that has a plus button next to it, if the funeral home we need isn't in the list, simply click the plus button and add it on the fly. You can enter the display name and company name for the funeral home, and go back later to enter the address and other details if desired. On the Valuables tab, just like Medications, we can add another item to the case by clicking on the New button and entering the details. The Final Info tab is where we will record the investigator for this case and who is issuing the death certificate, along with the signing date. Media Vault is an optional add-on product to Forensic Filer that allows you to upload as many documents and photos to the case as you need. Here, I will demonstrate uploading multiple photos and a document to this case. When I select Files, I can select documents or photos right from my computer to be uploaded and add them to the upload list. Once I have selected all of the items I wish to add, I click the Upload Files button to send all items to the server at one time. Once uploaded, they appear in the list at the top of the screen. Now I can view them or add additional information to classify or describe the items as needed. Media Vault allows you to define media types, such as case photos or toxicology reports. You can also define up to 5 custom fields for each media type to collect pertinent information about each attachment. Here, I will change the media types and names of the items I just uploaded to make them more easily understood when looking at this case. To view a document from Media Vault, select the document you wish to view and click the Download arrow button. You will then be able to view it on your computer. Throughout Forensic Filer, you will notice the little blue question mark icons. These will display help information about an item, such as the upload limits for Media Vault. Or they will take you to an online help page with details about the screen you are currently viewing. One additional feature of the case screen is the Quick Print option at the bottom. Here you can choose a report and directly generate it for the case you are currently viewing. This is the case summary report. Now, let's exit the case screen and look at some of the forms and reporting features of Forensic Filer. Here, on the Print Forms tab, there are a number of forms that can be printed for a specific case. Some forms have custom options that can be specified before printing. The Reports tab is used to gather lists of cases and statistical information. Each report on this tab can be filtered with multiple criteria such as the case type, date of death range, gender, race, and other options. Once you have set your criteria, a report will list the cases that meet that criteria and give you a total at the bottom. Each report in this list starts with a specific base criteria, such as all cases, or cases where the death occurred in a specific facility, or cases where the death involved alcohol or drugs. From there, additional criteria can be specified to find the cases you are looking for. On the Utilities tab, you can manage all of the drop-down lists in Forensic Filer. Let's update the funeral home we added on the fly earlier. We can add the missing data and save it to the database, which will update the case automatically. Another important feature which helps maintain clean data is that Forensic Filer allows agencies on the Utilities tab to fulfill multiple roles within the system. If you notice, this hospital has 3 agency types assigned: autopsy facility, morgue, and healthcare facility. This means that it will appear in those 3 drop-downs on the case screen, helping to eliminate duplicates due to misspellings or abbreviations. Administrators of your subscription will have access to this administration button, which allows them to manage the logons for their staff, reset passwords when necessary, and update the office information, which will appear at the top of reports. Additionally, some reports have setup options that can be maintained here as well. Finally, there is a database export option available that will export all of your case data to an Excel file. This file can be used to perform additional offline sorting, searching, and reporting with Microsoft Excel. This concludes our demonstration of the screens and features of Forensic Filer. If you have additional questions, please feel free to contact our support line via phone or email.